completely had a seizure, but we're back on here for the final few minutes of this race for the Tier 1 of the GT4s, and thankfully not a whole lot has changed in terms of the running order right now. Still Will Freeman, your race leader, he's keeping that gap around 12 seconds to Freeman in second place. Cheese Monkey's gapped Sergey a little bit in the battle for third. Can you give me that, please? That's mine. Gapped Sergey a little bit, 2 seconds between them. Mark Gray second behind Sergey right now, and he's continuing to reel him in. Actually, Mark Gray's been making progress on the podium runners in the last few laps, hasn't he, Dan?
Yeah, he's really starting to bring that gap down. We are now coming to the last 10 minutes, and again, a massive apology to all the guys watching. We have now changed to a different stringing, but we will get to the end of this race. Red Bull Energy as well is caught onto the back of P-Mitch right now and trying to bring it back. Oops, that was a hiccup, and that's a classic line from Andy. But he's bringing that gap down right now. Marty Rowe Racing is also catched up to C Mellish as well, so there's all sorts of fight going on up and down the grid. So yeah, we're coming down to the last 10 minutes. Hopefully the stream will stay up and running for the last few minutes. And what a great race we've been having here at Brands Hatch. The GT4s are back, and they're back as they were before. Plenty of action up and down the grid. Will
back with the bag.
Solid. Say again.
I say back with a bang. Obviously these GT4s, they never do disappoint, do they? They're always some of the best action. Just noticing here, Dan, we've got C Mellish, he's only got 0.2 of a second back to Marty. So Marty, I think has C Mellish got that position on him? I think he might have done actually, but looks like Marty's trying to make the move back on up the inside into the penultimate corner. Thomas Menga is very much, is that Thomas Menga? No, it's not actually Thomas Menga. That is back marker there as these two go toe to toe, but I think that Marty's got that move done on C Mellish up into 13th place. So nicely done there from Marty Road Racing. C Mellish losing out to the back marker also in that exchange.
That was actually Cheese Monkey. That was Cheese Monkey trying to lap him. So that's going to affect his run at the podium in the minute. And Sergey will try and bring that gap back down to him. Mark is also bringing that gap down to Sergey as well. I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me.
Dan just does a little bit of a tissue there, but yeah, we've got Mark Wave continuing to bring himself into this battle, only 7 tenths behind Sergey right now, and very much on the cusp of the podium places. Oh, as Sergey gets a poor run there coming out of turn 3, and that's given Mark the impetus to drive around the outside up into 4th place, 2.5 seconds off of Cheese Monkey right now, and that final podium spot. But Sergey just getting a little bit of a compromised run coming through that section of the track, and he loses out on P4 for the time being, as these guys just put a lap there on what would appear to be C Mellish just in front of them. So as we saw there, that was we saw a few moments ago, Cheese Monkey was in between that battle with Marty and C Mellish, and now Sergey and Mark putting that lap on C Mellish. But Mark off position, and we'll see whether or not he can chase down Cheese Monkey for that 3rd place.
Yeah, Sergey trying to stick onto the back of Mark Ray so that he can go with him.
And we see also Red Bull Energy's on the back of P-Mitch a little bit. 2 tenths separating these two for 7th and 8th places, as these guys are coming through the middle part of the lap. And I thought that
Red Bull's got him.
Oh yeah, he has, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's already done him. I think he done him just before the quick section there, so just into that final braking zone. But Normac is now right onto the back of him as well. So P-Mitch is losing positions left, right and centre. He's lost out to Red Bull Energy, and looks like Normac wants to have a go as well as we get into the last 8.5 minutes of this session. And Normac looking strong, looking like he wants that position and try and get up into the top 8 now. But yeah, Amazing Pie Boy not too far behind them either, so if anything happens...
He's got the run.
Yeah, he's got the run on the
outside of Panakill. Yeah, it does well though, does P-Mitch parking his car on the inside, not allowing any gaps to form. Cameron might have to cut back now, he can't. P-Mitch there gets a good run coming out of turn 1 up into Druidson. He holds on to the position for now. Am I going to think to remove the inside of the Druidson? No, he doesn't go for that one. That would have been a little bit of a rash move if he had gone for it, but he gets a nice run coming up towards turn 3. No, P-Mitch closes the door. Once again, hanging on to that P8 by the skin of his teeth. Sergey's closed, well actually no, he's only still about a second off of the back of Mark Ray. That gap kind of staying as it is between those two. The battle's kind of looking a little bit thin right now. Not really a whole lot going on out on the track other than P-Mitch and Normac, but Normac's still giving P-Mitch a little bit of pressure, still trying anything that he can to try and get up into that 8th place before we get to the end of this race. 7.5 minutes left to go, and I think it's about that time, Dan, where we start getting our votes in for driver of the day, coming towards the business end of this race. Will Friedman leading by 17 seconds. Would it be a bit of an obvious choice to go for him?
You know what? I know it's going to be boring, but I think Mark Rave, with the comeback that he had from the back of the grid pretty much after being made contact into turn 1, Mark Rave has got to be the favoured for a driver of the day. He's just been looking solid and bringing it back. Sergey is definitely another one. Cheese Monkey, I was in that nomination as well. But I've got to take my hats off to Amazing Pie Boy. He was pretty much at the back of the pack, and he has got himself up into the top 10 and has been looking good ever since, and is trying to bring that gap down. So if it was me, Andy, I'm going to be boring, but I'm going to say Mark Ray for driver of the day for me. He's been absolutely solid and made a brilliant comeback.
Yeah, I'd say Mark Rave, or either Mark Rave or Will Friedman, to be honest. I know that Will's been out in front since the beginning of the race, but he drove a great first lap, got himself ahead of Mark and Freeman, and since then has just not looked back. He has driven off into the distance with this race. He made a small mistake in the opening laps going through Paddock Hill, where it allowed Freeman to pull up onto the back of him, but very, very quickly Will just got himself together again and completely blitzed everyone. So for me, Will Friedman about to take his first win in the official Motive Racing League, and there's no man more deserving of a top step on the podium. I have to say, he's going to kick off his campaign here in the GT4s this season in the best possible way, and hats off to him. He's really put in a stormer over the course of this event, as Thomas Megas picked up a drive-through penalty. Not quite sure what that drive-through penalty is in aid of. I would imagine it's track limits or excessive warnings in terms of abusing the rules and regulations set out in terms of track limits, but he will have to serve that before we get to the end of the race. Otherwise there will be some very, very severe consequences for him, as we see C Medish only half a second off the back of the wall in this battle. C
Medish is actually trying to recover. He did have a spin on the back end of the circuit, and as he spun, he's been trying to bring back that gap down to the wall. I saw a little bit earlier on, he was in the middle of the circuit, but he is trying to bring that gap down to the wall. The wall needs to stay strong like a wall and not allow C Medish to get past him. And of course, we got to say it one more time just before the end of the string, but bring on the wall as he exits. Bring on the wall. He loves it every time we do that, and I'm going to do it every single time in these GT4s. It's not gonna stop. It is going to keep coming back. But the wall, a solid job, 15th at the minute, making a couple of places up, and is doing a great job. F1 is right onto the back of C Medish now, and it looks like he's going to look down the inside to go to the quick right-hander, but is not able to get alongside. This is really the closest fight on track right now. Mark Rave has actually lost time to Cheese Monkey, so Mark Rave has probably gone as far as he can get to at 4th place. So as it stands right now, your podium finishers would be Will, Friedman, and then Cheese Monkey will be your top 3. But Mark with a fantastic recovery as well. So awesome stuff from everyone here this evening. These GT4s have done a fantastic job here tonight.
Yeah, they absolutely have. It's been, once again, some of the most exciting, closest action you can ever expect here on Motive Racing channel. If you want to get involved in the action, go to motiveracing.com. We've got leagues on ACC as well as Project Cars 2 and F1. We've got the GT4s obviously in front of you at the moment. Porsche Super Cup on Monday, Clio Cup on Project Cars 2 on Tuesday. Then we've got the F1 League on Friday, as we see Mark Ray putting a lap there on the wall, I think. We've got the F1 League on Friday, GT3s and Formula Rookies on Project Cars 2 on a Saturday, followed by the ACC GT3 League on the Sunday evening, and then the touring cars on Project Cars 2 following that very late on Sunday evening. So if any of that is your type of thing, if you enjoy sim racing on the PlayStation platform or the PC, don't forget we've got ACC GT3 PC League coming very soon. Then come over to motiveracing.com, join the Discord server, get yourselves involved, and cop yourself some Silent X energy drinks as well. Not the sponsor for tonight, but they're the sponsor for the Clio Cup on a Tuesday. I don't even know why I'm plugging them. It's not even their night, but come over to motiveracing.com, check it all out, get yourselves involved, get involved in some clean sim racing throughout the week.
Yeah, definitely keep an eye on all that, and the touring cars possibly will be sponsored by Silent X Energy. They're looking to try and probably sponsor them as well. F1 still onto the back of C Mellish right now. Gulag is going to the back of Thomas Menger. So all the fights seem to be going on at the back end of the grid. So the final few places, the final few points left to go. But yeah, we're getting towards the end of this race, Andy. 2 minutes left. Probably looking at maybe 2 more laps by the looks of things. As Will was into the back.
Yeah, I reckon. Oh, C Mellish starting to defend his position into paddock hill here. Mr. CJ was looking to the outside, but for the time being, C Mellish weathers that storm. Grulo very close behind Thomas Menger. This is developing into an exciting end of the race battle here. It's a shame it's taken this long to redevelop, but Grulo and Thomas Menger looking like they might go down to the wire in this battle here. Will Freeman, as you said, coming towards the end of the race leader. I think we'll have one more. Oh, I don't know. No, this is probably going to be the last lap he's coming onto right now. Yep, Will Freeman starts the final lap of the race. So he's currently 20 seconds ahead of Freeman. And what a shift Will has put in since the start of this race. He's been pretty much on it from the beginning. He's had this one to himself, barring a very small mistake early on where we had Freeman and Cheese Monkey right up behind him, but he had consistency off the scale tonight. He really has put in a superb performance. C Mellish and Mr. CJ still separated by 0.4 of a second right now in this battle for 15th place. Thomas Menger and Grulo continuing to be separated by just under a second in that battle for 17th position right now, and that one may go down to the final lap, final corner. But yeah, C Mellish has gone wide and he gets onto the grass a little bit. Mr. CJ has got ahead of him up into 15th place. Mr. CJ made a little mistake there, which has cost him a bit of time. Normac, you just saw there putting a lap on him. P Mitch is going to do that as well. P Mitch takes the braking marker with him as he puts a lap there on C Mellish. He goes really wide there coming out the last corner. Yeah, I think he did. He definitely did. As Amazing Pie Boy puts a lap there on C Mellish and tries to chase down P Mitch in this battle tonight. Oh yeah, Will Freeman here coming into the final part of this lap. But what can we say about Will tonight, Dan? He's just completely obliterated everybody in this race.
Yeah, he's done a fantastic job. He's definitely been the man of the night. He's taken his first race win here this evening. He exits the final corner. Will Freeman will take the first win of the GT4 Championship. Strike one to him as he wins here at Brands Hatch. Freeman will exit the final corner in that Mercedes for Team Run DJC, and he will take a solid second place. Did take pole position. We contacted Mark Ray, put him back, and ever since he's not been able to get onto Will's pace. Brilliant stuff from him. And Cheese Monkey will round off the podium. A great fight between him, Sergey, and Emo Guy, and he triumphs in the Ginetta, so he will take a solid third place. Mark Ray, wow, what a recovery from 15th pretty much all the way back to 4th place. A brilliant comeback. Sergey will come home in 5th place. Emo Guy will round off into 6th place. Red Bull Energy in that KTM, the highest KTM runner at this minute, will come home in that 7th place position. Normac not too far behind in that 8th place. P Mitch in 9th, and Amazing Pie Boy at the minute. Actually, no, Amazing Pie Boy is right onto the back of P Mitch. This is going to go to the end. These two into the final corner to drag to the line.
Is he going to get around the outside of him? I don't think he is. I think P Mitch is going to hold on just about here, but Amazing Pie Boy is going to push him to the line. Flash the lights there from Amazing Pie Boy. Say to P Mitch, a good race there. But P Mitch holds on for 9th place. That one went down to the wire, but yeah, great racing between those two. Kodalungu is going to come round to finish in 11th place, just coming round towards the final corner now. And Grulo finishes the race there in 18th spot. Windsor crosses the line in 19th, so it's going to be Kodalungu, the last man to cross the line here at Brands Hatch. And that is that then for the GT4 Tier 1. Will Freeman is your winner ahead of Freeman and Cheese Monkey completing the podium. Driver of the day for me goes, Dan says Mark Grave, not for his driver of the day. Let's know in the comments who you think your driver of the day was tonight. We've got McGlenn in the comments saying, great racing guys, thoroughly enjoyed my first GT4 race in the Tier 2. Just need to not start from the pit lane in the next one. Well, fortunately it happened. It's easily done here on this ATC game because you can't ready up until there's only 30 seconds to the race. So you've pretty much got to be sat there waiting for it waiting for the opportunity to ready up, and then if you walk away from the screen or you kind of just start doing something else, then it's easy to forget to ready up. So understandable you've pretty much got to have your attention fully on it at the start of the race on ACC. But it's one of those things. I did that many times starting out on this game. But yeah, that was a great event tonight across both tiers for the GT4s. We saw some excellent racing. We saw Will Friedman completely blitzing the field, and I'm hoping that we have more of the same action next week. And if we do, we're in for a treat.
Yeah, make sure, ladies and gentlemen, you join us back next week for more action of the GT4s. There are awesome stuff here this evening. Will taking the first win of the season. We will see you next week for Silverstone for round 2. Make sure you tune in Wednesday night, 7 o'clock, and make sure you tune in. But for myself, Andy, and everyone here at the GT4s and Motive Racing, it's good night.